Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Region Sports Network here at the 76th Annual Gary Old Timers Athletic Association Banquet. I am Michael Brenner here along with Eugene Johnson of Westside High School. Gene, you are the honoree tonight at the here at the banquet. What an exciting time for you. Tell me a little bit how this feels tonight.
Oh, it's taking me back in time and making me really, really appreciate all of the love and the sacrifices that have been made by different individuals and people over a period of time. So I'm enjoying it well.
Awesome. Now, you've been around since at Westside since, what was it, 1960? We won't give the official year. We'll just call it that.
Well,
but you've been around at Westside for a long time. Just talk about your time there and what being a coach has meant to you over these years.
Oh, well, that was what it was all about. It was the job teaching first. That was your first responsibility. That's what you were supposed to do. Then the enjoyment came because you were able to coach all the many different individuals that were allowed to play sports at that time. And so therefore you enjoyed that and had a good time doing that.
And you coached multiple sports. How did you kind of balance that idea? I mean, you had basketball, football, track and field. Did you do them all in one season over the course of a year, or did you just kind of split it up over time?
Well, the school opened up in 1968, and in doing so, I was a single man then. And hey, in fact, I was trying myself at that time to play some football myself after football practice. So I started out as the football coach at Westside, and other opportunities availed themselves. And so football and basketball. And then after basketball, I gave basketball up and I went to wrestling. And I was also a part of the track program. So.
Let's talk about track for a second. You had a state championship team. I'm sure that was very, very meaningful to you to watch those runners over the course of a season and then culminate with a state championship. That had to mean a lot to you.
Of course, all championships won. In fact, any coach will tell you if you're able to win the championship, that's the ultimate goal. That's the end. In fact, just the other night, 2 nights or so ago, we saw with Georgia and TCU. They came together, clashed heads, and found out that the Bulldog is stronger than the Turtle.
There you go. You have also been elected to the Indiana Football Hall of Fame as well. So I know a little bit about your past, man. I do a little reading on you. So that had to be another huge honor for you as well. You strike me as a guy who doesn't like to talk much about himself, but more about the students and the athletes that you coach. But
it's more about also the fellowship and the friends and the
assistants that you've had over the years.
Well, I'm not talking about my particular working staff. I'm talking about the other coaches.
Right.
You're talking about Mark Hoppins and Leroy Marsh. And all the other coaches that played a part. So yes.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, one final question for you. Are you still in contact with a lot of your former players? You still get to see them every once in a while?
Well,
you still build those rapport and relationships?
Well, let me say former players. I have 2 now that are still involved.
Yep.
We say former. They were on the championship track team that we were able to have in 2014. And right now, still, and I keep in contact with them every summer and everything. I keep in contact. But Lonnie Johnson's playing. He started off with the Texans.
Correct.
Left the Texans and went to the Chiefs.
Yep.
Then left the Chiefs. And now is with Tennessee Titans.
Okay.
The other one, John V. Johnson.
Yep.
Started off with Dallas.
Yep.
Made their reserve squad and got injured.
I recall that.
And then after his injury, he went to the Bears.
He was with the
for a little while, and he finally wound up continuing to play in the Canadian League with Montreal Alouettes.
Very cool. Very good. So you still keep in contact with them? And still...
Of course. Of
Good.
course. It gives me a chance to feel a little young.
There you go.
So there you go. Keep up with the youngsters.
All right.
Those two are the final two of the other professional football players that were able to make it to the NFL.
Yeah. It's a great story. It's got to be fun to watch their success, especially as someone who watched them as they were younger and continue to grow over the years and see the dedication and the hard work they put in as youngsters and how that's manifested into a great career. So I'm happy that you get to watch that. It's been a very illustrious career for you. I'm so happy that you get to be honored here tonight. I'm sure it's a big deal. Any shout outs you want to give? Anyone you want to especially thank here while you have a chance?
Well, I want to thank, first of all, my wife.
It's a good start.
No. Let's back up. See if you can put this at the end of the tape.
Okay.
Praise God.
Okay.
Praise God for this.
There you go.
Because all of this is what He wants us to do.
Understood.
He wants us to encourage each other.
Couldn't agree more.
And just love each other.
I agree more. We need a lot of that in this world.
Like we love ourselves. So that's for now. After that, my wife, she's the one that was able to, put up with me and make it what it is. So it's all good.
Very cool. All right. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us. Wish you the best of luck. You're having a nice little speech coming up in just a little bit. So hopefully the words come out the way you want them. We're hoping. Yep. There you go. We got it. All right. Thank you very much for taking the time. We appreciate it. All your dedication to high school athletics and beyond. So we'll have more here from the Gary Old Timers Banquet here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Region Sports Network, the only game in town.